success is just the next step. You first.
Just fine, thank you very much. In this deck, that's Goblin Electromancer for Luis Salvato. A nice 2-drop from him as well, so good start from both players.
Yep, the first Izzet deck we're seeing, actually. Oh.
Is that Maniacal Rage?
Yep.
Okay, well, looks like we're going to get busy right off the bat here for Owen Turtenwald, wasting no time whatsoever.
Cost 2 less.
I love the combination of sort of flavor and function on that one.
Right.
Price of fame, the more famous you are, the less costly it is for your opponent to pay the price on this one.
So, this is the type of card that's not only just a very, very good limited card, it was also a card that we look to make. Kind of sometimes you make safeguards when you make other sets. For example, in Dominaria, we heavily pushed the Legendary theme. So, just in case the Legendary theme was a little stronger than anticipated.
We're going to see Ral. Is it Viceroy now? Bang! There he is on the battlefield. His first appearance at the highest tables. Perhaps not his last. Take a look at the abilities on that Planeswalker. Very powerful. +1, look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one in your hand and the other in your graveyard. And there's no way for Lucas Escobar-2 to come back now. A real masterclass here by Jensen on patience, keeping up that counterspell for all of those turns and exerting his grip on this game. Oh, there it is. Niv Mizzet Perun has hit the battlefield, and Turtenwald says, let me take a read. There's no good news on that one, Owen. Can't be countered. 5/5 flying. Whenever you draw a card, it does 1 damage to anything, including the 1 toughness creatures on the other side of the battlefield. Oh my goodness. And whenever any player casts an instant or sorcery, you draw a card, which then, of course, triggers that other ability. And he's going to play Take Heart and Citywide Bust in the same turn. Whoa!
And that is huge. He's using his combat trick.
Oh, look at this blowout by Pozzo. He did have to 2-for-1 himself to make this work the way he wanted, but he gets the biggest creatures off the battlefield for Duke, leaving him with just his 2 smallest. Now
we're able to now potentially present a real blocker for what's going on from Marcio Carvalho's side of things. It's a Flight of Equinauts, a very expensive convoke spell, but what you get for all of that convoking, all of that mana is a big old flyer. And you know what? Big flyers have been winning games of Limited since time immemorial. 4/5 in the air there. Normally 8 mana. If you're paying 8 just with lands, that can feel like a lot. But when you've got creatures on the ground not doing too much, this is an invaluable.
Bring it off right here.
End of turn 6 -ya. This could be our first match within the series dealt with.
Look at Thiago Saporito's hand, too. He has a March of the Multitudes. He just needed that 1 additional turn, and he would have been able to fire off a March of the Multitudes for 5, which would have made 5 1/1 lifelink tokens, which would have helped him race Paul Rietzel. But given the end of turn Inescapable Blaze, I don't think Thiago has any other options here.
Yeah, this could be all it for Thiago Saporito. March of the Multitudes, very powerful, but no opportunity to really get it going. And Paul Rietzel is the first player to get a win on the board for Team Ultimate Guard.
This Maniacal Rage now for Owen Turtenwald. And he's going to get busy, attack with both creatures, get a Mentor trigger, and that's 3 in the air.
But that's
and no good blocks on the ground anymore.
No fear. No fear of a bounce spell, no fear of
No
anything.
kidding. He just ran that out there.
And the Izzet deck had 3 mana available with that effectively for an instant or sorcery.
Yeah,
for an instant.
For basically any of them. And he didn't care. Draw step for Lucas. No, he's got something. Yep. Rampaging Monument is all he can come up with, though.
That's not enough on board.
And Jensen has lethal lined up. He's going to bounce the Monument with Unexplained Disappearance to clear the way for a fully lethal attack. And that's going to do it. Ultimate Guard Pro Team has won the Team Series Championship. Congratulations to William Huey Jensen, Owen Turtenwald, Reed Duke, Andrew Cuneo, John Finkel, and Paul Rietzel. We have our champion, Simon.
And Owen has his trophy. Look at that. He was very quick to snatch that one up.
I know we're right.
Well, as a person, I have a very high sense of empathy. And like, if we fail together, I'm gonna feel extra bad. But if we succeed together, I'm gonna feel extra good. That's the best way I can put it. Like, when all my friends, whom I care about very much, get super excited, I just get that much higher. You know, I have a Pro Tour championship in teams. I try to make myself I try to push myself to succeed in everything, but when other people are relying on me, I just won't tolerate failure from myself. So I feel elated and vindicated and anything else positive that.
Everybody's great. I do think I play my best in tournaments like Worlds because I tend to be somebody who gets up for these big matches. I come to tournaments because I want to play Owen and Seth, not because I want to grind out a min cash at the back tables, you know? So when you're playing in Worlds and all your opponents are great, there are all these people that you look up to and respect, and you're impressed by their game, that kind of gets me into my zone where I'm able to play my best game. I mean, this is a 50-50 matchup against one of the best players in the world, so hopefully it's my day to draw exactly.
Imagine all the variables that he had to work through to get here.
It's also difficult to imagine Marshall losing 2 finals in the World Championships in a row. I mean, Javier is a jolly fellow, but that must...
Now, however, Javier Dominguez has a Braid and Magma Spray here, so I think he just has the win here.
Oh, he's just got it. He's just going to double spell here. Get rid of Lyra Dawnbringer, crew up the heart. And in it comes, and we're going to game number 3 after Dominguez stitches together a win on 3 lands. He had Glorybringers, 4 drops, he had Chandras, but he still got there.
Jump for the winner, and you get that thing right there. You get the trophy. Players taking a look at their opening hands, which they've already...
And then also attacking for 7. This is
Look at this, a straight up 3-for-1 here as Goblin Chainwhirler gets busy in the heart of Kieran, and across for 7, Shenha on Nightmare mode.
This is a lethal attack.
7.
This is a lethal attack next turn.
So
if you can't deploy those early 1-drops and get out ahead, it is nearly impossible to come back, and Kowalski has completely emptied his hand. Ben Stark says, I have no outs, extends the hand, and Gregor's Kowalski is into the finals. He says, easy game. I'll see you there.
Now he has to fire off a baffling end here. I mean, he is at 8, but keep in mind, Javier Dominguez has another Goblin Chainwhirler in hand. This is just lethal.
this
is
over.
8 damage.
It's all over Red Rover. Javier Dominguez is going to be in the final of another World Championship. 1 damage upstairs takes you to 7. An attack with the heart and the Goblin gets it done. And Javier Dominguez is our first finalist at the 2018 Magic the Gathering World Championship. Hats off to the Spaniard.
Dominguez can't empty his hand.
Dominguez just really wants a land here, so now he can double activate.
He can kill him,
Yep.
right? 5,
This is
6,
just
7,
lethal.
8, 9. He's going to, well, I guess he's just going to play the Goblin Chainwhirler.
Yeah, which would put him down to 9. Discard a card, put him down to 7.
Like, you can just throw him with Hazoret there, but at any rate, he's getting in. He's putting Gregor Kowalski
Is he down to 2 here? Or maybe
down
the
to
numbers are
3, and that's going to do it. Sweet redemption for Javier Dominguez. He lost last year. He came back all the way to the finals, and he is your world champion. Congratulations, Javier Dominguez. What a fantastic moment for Javier.